comfortable with our charismatic expressions of gratitude. I felt the need to do a theological apology, to explain to people why we act like we act. See, I've seen this in my church. I've seen the transformation. My church, when I got there, was the first church of refrigeration. People were just proud to sit there stoic, unmoved by anything, hoping the word would come down like the sun and break the ice. And it comes out of a historical construct of people who come to these churches and who had become affluent with their degrees and their jobs, and they turned our churches into silk stocking churches. That we were no longer fishers of men, we were keepers of the aquarium. We had reserved seating for the biggest payers. People would sit there and they would be dignified and they would say, "Shh, that's too loud, Reverend, that's too much." And they want to sit there because we don't act like that, because we're educated. We are affluent people. And they look down their glasses at you when you would raise your hand and say hallelujah and make you feel uncomfortable because they were affluent. They had degrees behind their name. And so now it has become somewhat of a paradox, a conflict of culture, if you will, that now that generation is trying to figure out why many of us in our generation who are educated with the same degrees in the same socioeconomic status and who act a fool like we do. It's simply because we remember being broke in the financial aid line. We remember where the Lord brought us from. Oh my God, can I preach this like I feel it? But I need to, I gotta go to my seat, I'm done. But I need to give you a definition of noise. So you don't think that we're just have a zeal without knowledge. Let me tell you what noise is. Noise is information that I'm trying to articulate. Yes. It's information that I'm trying to communicate. But when I try to communicate it, it comes up on the other side of articulation. Information that I'm trying to communicate, but when I try to communicate it, it comes up on the other side of articulation. I grew up in the Mount Canaan Baptist Church of Shreveport, Louisiana. We had on the mother's board back then a lady named Miss Pearline Jones. She died a few years ago. She was 98 years old. She had a 6th grade education. She couldn't read, but she knew the Bible. When I was the church drummer, I was the church percussionist as a kid. And we were the musicians. We didn't know. We just having fun as kids, you see. And we look at those women. Those were the women you respected. The mothers with those white, thick stockings on, those gloves. And you wouldn't dare get up and walk because they pinch you and tell you to sit down. But they were praying women. They'd be moaning when the preacher was preaching. Praying women. And Mother Pearline Jones would do something, and it was kind of amazing because it would really be prompted by what we would do in the band. I was the drummer, so the musicians would look at me and say, let's do it, because we were just kids. We wanted to see Mother Pearline Jones do this thing. So I would get it going, you see. I would get it going. Let's stir this thing up. And Mother Pearline Jones, sure enough, would stand up, fold her arms, and she'd say, That was the funniest thing in the world to a brother. I mean, we just love it. Let's do it again. Mother Pearline Jones would just say, But when I came to know God for myself, I found out that in that was something that God had done for Mother Jones, that she was trying to communicate. But when she tried to tell us about it, nouns and verbs were not enough. Syntax and grammar were not enough. And the only thing that could come out of her mouth was some noise. Somebody tonight, when you look at what God did in your life, you look at how far God brought you, look at your neighbor, tell them this should not be a quiet pew. Tell them, because God's been too good. I haven't been saved all my life. I know some of you been saved all your life, but that ain't my testimony. I haven't been saved all my life. Let me close by telling you, when I was at Southern University in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, I was what they called a party animal. You see, I was a Q Psi to the day I died. You see, I was that Q dog that had the camouflage pants, had the purple bandana on. Yeah, that was me with the gold boots and the purple shoestrings. And you see, we would go to the party, and we go to the party. The party would start at 7 o'clock, but the Qs wouldn't get there till midnight. Now, I know some of you don't have no concept of what I'm talking about because you've been saved all your life. But look at your neighbor, tell him, I think I know what he's talking about. We would go to the party. We had to let the alphas go in first. We had to let the kappas go be pretty. We had to let the sigmas take out the buffet. But the party didn't start till the Qs got there. We'd walk into the party and the DJ would be bumping the music, but I was the lead Q dog, and I would walk in and see people sitting around the wall, AKAs looking cute over by the wall, Deltas over there dancing with each other. I said, wait a minute. So I was the lead Q dog, so I went to the DJ and I took the microphone and I said, hold up, Mr. DJ, I got an announcement to make. I say, y'all, we came in here and we paid too much money to sit around the wall. I said, let's get this party started right. I'm going back to Nashville, but I believe somebody, when you come into Wheeler Avenue and you see somebody sitting around looking cute, you need to tell them, wait a minute, Jesus paid too much for you to sit right there. Let's get this worship started right. When I think of the goodness of Jesus and all he's done for me, my soul cries hallelujah. I thank God for saving me. Now I'm looking for somebody tonight. The devil's had you under attack. The devil's been trying to take you out. But tonight, I'm looking for the noisy section. I'm looking for somebody who will break protocol tonight. Somebody, when you think about how far God brought you, somebody who can forget about what you got on. If you got to pin your weave back, raise your voice, open up your mouth, and give God some noise. Come on, give him praise in this place. Come on, give him glory in this place. Come on, open up your mouth and give God praise. Now you know the devil's been attacking some of you. So I need to teach you how to speak to the devil, because somebody was on the verge of giving up. But tonight I want you to take your finger like you got an attitude and say, devil, you tried to destroy me. You tried to take me out, but you made one mistake. You let me get here tonight. You should have killed me when you had me. But since I'm here, I'm gonna pray. Somebody give him praise. Noise, 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 Hallelujah. I want you to reach over and grab the hand of that person next to you. I want you to stretch across the aisle. Stretch, stretch, stretch. I want you to squeeze that hand. I just want to leave this with you. Squeeze that hand and tell that neighbor, that's what a miracle feels like. Tell him, I don't have time to explain it, but trust me, that's what a miracle feels like. Devil's been attacking your joy. Sometimes you don't have to be doing anything but what God told you to do. And the enemy will come in like a flood. But you got a revelation inside of you, saved up for the off season. God is tempering your testimony, bringing integrity to it. And every now and then you got to speak to that devil when he comes. You got to remind yourself. I want you to hear the words of this song. Hallelujah. Squeeze that hand. Tell your neighbor the devil is a liar.
The devil.
I want you to hear this. He's a liar. Listen.
He's a liar.
Listen, listen. He's a deceiver. I want you to hear this.
He's a deceiver.
I just want you to hear this, and I'm going to my seat. He's a deceiver too.
Deceiver.
Now would you look at that person on your right and just look at them square in the eye and tell them God's not through blessing you. Is not through. Come on, tell him.
Not
Tell him, tell him, tell him, tell him, tell him. Blessing you.
Blessing
you. Feel the anointing in this house. Feel the power of God. Oh, I know what it felt like. You were waiting. Come on, I know.
You've been waiting on a blessing.
Anybody ever been there and it seemed like it wasn't gonna come?
And it seems that it just won't come.
Woo. Every which way you went, the doors were shut.
The doors were shut.
Things got so rough.
Things are rough.
And then you had people start giving up on you. It's over for you. It's over for you. The devil starts interrogating you. That's what he's been doing to somebody late in the midnight hour. But remind your neighbor, tell him, remember this, remember this, remember this. The devil.
But the devil.
Hey, hey, he's a what? He's a what?
He is a liar.
He's a deceiver.
He's a deceiver.
He's a deceiver.
Deceiver.
I believe I got a witness out there. And when you take that same hand, lay it on yourself. Come on, lay it on yourself and prophesy and just say, God is not through. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, speak it over your own life. Come on, blessing you. Would you go and find 5 people? Give them a hug and tell them God's not through blessing you. Tell them God's not through blessing you. God, come on, tell them. Tell them, tell them. Come on, tell them. Is not through. Come on, tell them. Tell them. Come on, tell them. Dry your eyes. Hold your head up. Blessing you.
Blessing you.
Don't you give up. Don't you give in. Tell them, God. Come on, tell them. Tell them. Tell them. Tell them. He's not through.
He's not through.
Hey, 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 hey. Blessing you. Somebody came here tonight. You need to know this. Whatever.
Whatever.
I believe I got a witness out there. Whatever the Lord promised.
Whatever he promised.
Anybody know he's able?
He's able.
He's able. He's able to do. Hey, 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 hey. God is not through.
God is not through.
Come on, say it.
No,
say
no,
it,
no.
say it, say it,
No,
say
no,
it,
no.
say it, say it, say it. He is not through.
God is not through.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
God is not through. No, no.
Hey.
Blessing you.
I dare you to give him praise now. I dare you to give him praise now.
Hallelujah.
I dare you to open up your mouth.
Glory.
I dare you to start a tremble in this place.
Glory.
I dare you to give God glory. I dare you to declare victory over your life. I dare you to declare your best days are ahead of you and your worst days are over. Somebody open up your mouth and give God glory. Somebody give God praise.
Glory. Hey, yeah. Hallelujah.
Somebody tonight. Somebody tonight. Hey.
Oh, yeah. Jesus.
Look at your neighbor real quick and tell him, excuse me.
Excuse me.
Tell him, I'm sorry you sat next to the craziest person in this place tonight.